Is he really coming from like he's airing out what it feels like to be famous for him, or is he like trying to do the rapper thing? Like, all right, checking out a Tom MacDonald song called "Famous." Let's get into it.
I'm the king of the town, I should own it like I own this place. But I just walk along quietly. And when I'm out, I keep my head down cause they know my face. I hope that nobody finds me. I'm a rock star. Saw me on the cop car, heard me screaming white boy. Mama, I done got far. I got hella money, everything I want. Everybody loves me, I'm not having fun. Living a good life in a bad way. Looking for good times, finding the bad days.
Everything is great, go ahead and check my page. Got another million views, got another million plays. Yeah, I'm so...
This is definitely different Tom.
Right? I was like, what?
This is just about as different as that drug with Mad Child was different.
Right.
Whoa.
I was waiting on the beat to drop to try and get a feel for it. Because I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, obviously something's coming. Like a beat drop or something's coming. But then it drops like, is this rock? Is it
I think it's
rock
a little
rap?
bit of everything because it's like acoustic in the beginning. Where
Right. I
he's
was
just,
like, is this gonna be
talking with
spoken word in the beginning?
Yeah.
Like, no, a beat's gonna drop.
I love the sound of guitar strings when it's like.
It was this before.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but you point that sound out. Like,
Oh.
you love that sound.
Yeah, I do.
Is this pre-Tom really being like famous? This is 2019.
Ooh. So this is pre-2020.
So is this song like a prophecy?
Oh.
Because he's talking about how much money he had and stuff like that, but did he have that much money back then?
I bet. You know how much money he probably makes? Probably so much money.
I know now he has money, but I'm saying back then. Did he really have money like that? Or was he like trying to speak it into existence?
Oh, interesting.
What was the first song that put him on? He was talking about that B. Tatum interview. Was it White Boy?
I don't know.
I want to say it was. I'm not 100% sure, but I would have to look up when that song came out.
You know, I think that, so a lot of times stuff, like the more we dig into his catalog, the more we learn that he's very satirical a lot of times.
Right.
And so also this could be like a commentary on like what people think it's like to be famous. Like, you know what I mean? Almost like, you know how like the If I Was Black was like the perspective that was like, it was true, but it was also like there's levels to this because it was like also like not truly true.
Right.
It could be like that.
Yeah, it could be. Because some of the stuff he said was like definitely not.
It was definitely, but it was also like people
Dear
think
Rappers.
that...
Everyone's saying Dear Rappers, a song he's on the B. Tatum interview.
Okay.
That
Okay.
put him on. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So it seems like though, like he's very like, I almost feel like he has the ability to take a step back, observe different perspectives, and then put them into like a piece of art without so much putting his own perspective in it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Even if it seems like it's truly his perspective, he's like speaking on behalf of. You know what I mean?
Okay, now I want to know when Dear Rappers came out. Maybe I'll look it up at the end of this. You ready?
A million views, got another million plays. Yeah, I'm so famous. Put me on your playlist. Yeah, I sign your CD. Want a picture, take it. Everything is fake, like the smile that's on my face, like this grilling, like these chains. I am everything I hate, but I'm so famous. I'm a rock star. Dad, I hate this. Mama, I done got far.
I feel like I'm falling apart. I've been beaten, but it's not my heart. I'm lost in the dark, my hands out in front of my face. I'm feeling for anything hard. I reach with my arms, the walls and the ceilings are far, and I'm bleeding, surrounded by sharks. I just need a spark to see if the demons I'm fleeing have followed me here from the start. I'm dreaming of speaking with God when I'm sleeping. It ends with alarms. I'm feeding my scars with secrets I'm keeping so deeply. It's squeezing the blood from my heart. There's a person in me getting lost in the trees till I'm up on a stage and I freeze. I just need a car and a key. I will start it and leave. When I'm far, then I'll get out and scream. I'm a rock star. Saw me on a cop car. Heard me screaming, white boy. Mama, I don't got far. I got hella money. Everything I want. Everybody loves me. I'm not having fun. Living a good life.
Okay, so you say you heard me screaming white boy. So this is after. So he probably was.
They said
like,
2017 was Dear Rapper.
Okay, so he was famous by then.
Yeah. And also, since he doesn't have a label or anything like that, it's like, yeah, distribution's taking a cut, but it's like he's making a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
Because also, YouTube, everything he puts out, every reaction video even, he's getting copyrights for. So, like, probably was. But
yeah.
I wonder, though, if it's.
I was wondering, because, sometimes rappers talk like they have money and they don't really have it yet.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, rappers are notorious for that. So I was wondering, it's like, okay, is this like before he was really, really famous?
Right.
Trying to see, is he really coming from, like, he's airing out what it feels like to be famous for him? Or is he, like, trying to do the rapper thing, like, oh, I'm famous, I got money, you know what I mean?
Or, just like in that one, what was that one song? I guess it was the one with Mad Child and Nova that I keep forgetting the name of that we just talked about.
Bad News.
So, Bad News. You know how Bad News was, like, about the perspective of the rapper modern day?
Mm.
Maybe this is, like, the famous person's perspective. Like, he's speaking on behalf of, like, okay, this is what it feels like to be famous.
It's not, your life isn't just perfect now that you're famous.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
I thought it was interesting when he's talking about he became everything that he hates. When he's talking about his grill and chain and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I wonder what he meant by that.
He was talking about fake. Maybe it's like everything's fake. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I feel like it's not so simple. Like,
Ooh.
I doubt his chains and stuff are literally fake.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They're real, but it's like the bling.
It's not costume jewelry.
Right. The bling is real, but the bling doesn't, like, make you more valuable.
Right. Maybe it's like seeking some kind of outward validation through material things.
Yeah.
And maybe he had a phase where he did that and he's like, dang, I'm becoming everything I hate.
Right.
And he realized it was like, okay, gotta shift. I don't know. I just wonder what that little bit was about.
I think so.
Everything I want, everybody loves me. I'm not having fun. Living a good life in a bad way. Looking for good times, finding the bad days.
Everything is great. Go ahead and check my page. Got another million views. Got another million plays. Yeah, I'm so famous. Put me on your playlist. Yeah, I saw your CD. Want a picture, take it. Everything is fake. Like the smile that's on my face. Like this grill and like these chains. I am everything I hate. But I'm so famous. I'm a rock star. Dad, I hate this. Mama, I done got far.
What? That was in his kitchen? Oh, that's where he told the scary story. Same kitchen.
Yeah. Okay. So I think he's just talking about the contrast of what you see with a famous person versus what a famous person is actually going through.
Yeah.
Or could be going through. Because he's talking about everything is great, all this, I'm a rock star, I'm famous, and then he was talking about how he hates his life. And he's everything that he didn't want to become, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's like, Dad, I hate this.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's basically a commentary on, it's like just like that Bad News song, a commentary on what rappers go through, but also a commentary on what he kind of feels himself to.
Right.
But, I mean, I bet he hates it because, I mean, it seemed like no matter like famous or not, like everybody has problems. Everybody has like, you know, you got to pay your bills. You got to work out family relationships that are rough. You know, you got to freaking take care of your house and property and, you know what I mean? Keep up to date. You got to hang out with people and keep up friendship, like regular stuff. But it's like add fame to that. It's like every time you go to the airport, you got to take pictures. You got to sign autographs. You need extra security. You know what I mean? And then it's like, I'm sure there's another level of stress that like we don't understand, you know?
It's like you have all the problems that regular people have, and then some.
And then some. Yeah. But
Except
maybe,
you may not have the financial stress. And maybe it's a different kind of financial stress when you're super rich. I don't know. Maybe like too many loans or something. Right. Then maybe you do have some financial stress.
It seemed like more
like other than like survival stress, you have like the same problems. Like,
yeah.
You could be depressed. You could have anxiety. You could not have enough time to get any sleep, and now you're just like a shell of yourself. Like, oh, I need sleep. You know what I mean? You could have relationship issues. Like all the regular issues, you have that too.
Right. And I bet there's a lot of ego that you have to keep in check too. Like I bet when you're famous, it's like, so everybody, you know, has a sort of like, you want to be the best version of yourself you can be. But I bet when you're famous, it's like, at what point do you tell yourself you've reached that best I can be versus like, do you keep pushing for it? You know what I mean? Like you've kind of like crossed the threshold that normal people conceive of. So then like, how do you keep going, but also like remind yourself you've gone really far? Like, keep that balance,
right,
you know?
Without getting too big of an ego.
Right. Without getting a big head and changing and switching up and stuff.
It's like, what's the line between like acknowledging what you've accomplished and then becoming an egomaniac?
Right. Because you have to do both. Because if you don't acknowledge it, you'd probably be a workaholic and be kind of like, you know, hardcore.
Then you never enjoy any of the fruits of your labor.
Right. But then if you're an egomaniac, you probably like more expensive cars, more expensive houses, chains, and then it's like your bills are the same. Like, yeah, you might, instead of spending...
Still paycheck to paycheck.
Right,
big
still
paychecks.
paycheck to paycheck. It's just, yeah, it seems like a whole, like, quite, I don't know, it's probably very similar to everybody else's life. But just, there's different struggles, but like the feeling internally, I would imagine is still like you're still human. You know?
Right.
Like you probably don't ever feel super human.
Right, I feel you.
Until next time, that's a wrap.
I don't know. Tell me, man, what do you know? What do you know? Me and my boys on the road. You to go. She told me, boy, you to go. Like, I don't know. But I don't know.